All right, ski prep number 5. Today is actually not a prep, but some of the stretching or the exercises I suggest after a day of skiing. So if you think about it, when you're skiing, you spend a majority of time sitting on the chairlift in cold place. So your hip flexor gets tight, and when it's cold, we tend to go hunch kind of over tight. Then when you ski, you you know get your weight forward by have this gentle crunch of the abdomen, forward flexion, and all these things get you tight on the front side of the body. So we want to stretch and open up this area and also hip flexors um, to compensate all day of crunching forward. Another place that gets stuck are your feet and ankles. Ski boots, just put your feet in this position and it's just a little flex, but most of the time everything's just stuck in one place. So we want to open up our toes and move our ankles. So let's start from the toes. So if you're lucky enough to have like jacuzzi, it's nice to do this in jacuzzi, but if not, just wiggle the joint. Your big toe have two joints. The rest of the toes have one. Can you see it? One, this one goes this way. Two, the second one only goes this way. And then here, right there, here. You don't have to do one at a time. You can do several together. But really, right here at the metatarsal, move it this way and also this way, separate them. And then the next one, you kind of, so if it were the hand, it's going like this. Move it around your toes and then grab your heel and kind of twist your feet around just around. There are bones around here that glide against each other. So just kind of twist it around. And then your ankles. Get the bath towel. So you hold your feet, flex your ankles. Also this will open up the back of the knee. That's another place when you're skiing. Your knees always have this slight flex. So open, get this knee in really straight as possible position. Some of you may have the knee that goes hyper. Then be a little gentle, but most of us, after all day of skiing, this should feel good. Then, and again. Point your toes in and flex. And then this is called eversion and inversion. Basically, get the towel in and then push your, first you just pull this side out as you push your toes in, so the pinky comes up, and then do the other way. It's a little wiggle that you give by pushing and pulling with left and right. And then do the other side again. Start for moving this, and then moving your wiggle your toes. And then just, yep, move it right here. Open your toes out. Knead your foot like this. And then flex, point your toes like this, flex, point, flex, and then do this side to side. So about this much movement, but it's and then we get into this, open up the front, roll up your bath towel. Put this, here's my shoulder blades, right where the shoulder blades end. And this, you can see it lay down like this. And then see if you can relax into this position. Take a deep breath in. Each time you breathe out, if you can just melt your bone structure into this bump. Hold the head with your fingertips. And come on up. Put this. And then aside, I'm going to stretch hip flexors. Put this right here. And then hug one knee, extend the other one. We did stretch our hip flexors on the coffee table on the evening stretch. That was session number 1. But if the coffee table is not available, this is another way to stretch your hip flexor. Just see if you can relax and get this area stretched. You can also pat kind of around. Visualize the stretch. And then do the other side. The other side. Right now I feel some tightness. Oh, where is it? Around my top of my pelvis. Whenever you feel tight, just give a little pat. And then just tell them to get longer, longer, and longer. So you can go side, side. Find a place that feels good. Your glutes must be tight. Worked really hard to push your skis. And then when you find somewhere tight, here I feel tightness. And then just a little movement to massage your muscles. And the other side. Lift your push-up, slide just a smidge. Again. As long as your lumbar spine, so be gentle. Ease into it. And really open up here. Now we're going to start stretching this chest from here. Take this out. So the chest, I'm going to do this lying down, but then get up so you can see what my arm's doing. So it's this techno arm, I call it. First, you see if you can put your elbows down in like 90 degrees. And then this, and then you go this. And when you do this in lying down, it will stretch your shoulder external rotation. So you start from here, 90 degrees, lift it up, palms up, and see if you can put the back of your hand to the floor. And see if, make sure your shoulders are shrugged and really get into this cactus position or techno position and relax. Take a deep breath. And if this is like, oh, piece of cake, slide your hand towards up, up, up. Also left and right may not be the same. Like I have to stop right here for my left side, but I can go a little bit more on my right side. Then give just a little bit more on the side that you can go. Again, see if you can relax Be sure your elbow is down. One elbows are down, back of the hand is down, and shoulder is not shrugged at all. Stay in this cactus. Give 5 deep breaths. Just going to do one more. But stay in this position to stretch. Right. And then now open wide and roll your knees one way, but keep the arms where they are. We are stretching right here, the pec minor, and the outside. And back here. I want to stretch more on this side. And your six-pack muscle, by the way, is attached to the bottom of your rib cage, run through in front of your body, and then attached to this pubic bone. And that also there, all these obliques are about the same way. So I want this, which we crunch all day on the snow. We want to really get this long. So this goes under my breastbone. So like this. Then your hand, it's still like cactus position. Palms are just about where your head is. If you can get into this position. I have my pubic bone anchored to the yoga mat. And then I lift my chest bone away from the towel. I take a deep breath. And lower. Again, lift. And down. One more time. Lift. And down. Now make this on sideways. This goes to what we call bra line, underneath of the chest structure, but it's still on the rib cage. If you tend to have lower back pain, you may know this position called Mackenzie extension. Just hang here and relax into this position. One more deep breath. And relax back on top of the stacked hand. I want to go a little forward. Toes are hitting on the windowsill. And then now we start moving. So from here, as I inhale, I lift the chest bone away as far as possible. And then just push the floor down with my hand and elbows. And down. Again. Up. And down. Up. And down. One more time. And down. And then get into the child's pose. And take a deep breath. Push up with your hands. Sit up straight. I guess that's about 20 minutes stretch. Thank you so much for doing this. And, you know, this should make your tomorrow skiing a lot better. Thanks.